ever since this season started, I think I had not obviously gone ahead to come back with this segment, and you know it very well. It's called the preparations, final preparations for Arsenal ahead of the game. They're obviously going to be playing on this match day. And it will be remembered that we resumed it on match day 14. Remember, yesterday night, Man City went ahead to win against Fulham by 5-4, and Newcastle drew with Tottenham Hotspur by 2-2 in there for you. That means Man City has gone ahead to close in on Arsenal, you understand? And them closing in on Arsenal means that Arsenal needs to do the due diligence to see to either obviously get into the winning ways today as they take on Brentford. But we have to obviously get into some notes from the manager, Mikel Arteta, on his preparations against or ahead of the team known as Brentford. And smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, Arteta on facing Brentford, he says that's an opportunity tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. That is the UK time. Everybody, 7:30 p.m. kickoff to be at the Emirates, bouncing and putting energy to win the game. That's the opportunity that we have tomorrow. 7:30 p.m. like animals, everybody at the Emirates to go beat Brentford. Obviously, that will be the mission. I tell you, it's all about getting that win. You know, Brentford has been really a quiet bogey side, but I think these are the teams that Arsenal can come up and obviously beat hands down. You understand? Because of the squad they really have and how they really play. I've seen teams really break down a team like Brentford. I've seen Brentford beat big teams. But I tell you, Arsenal is at the Emirates. And being at the Emirates, that is the biggest weapon they're really having. And Arteta is saying the time is perfect and they are ready to obviously go on and really cause havoc to the team that will be visiting them. That is Brentford in there for you. Then Arteta was asked on facing the physical challenge. Obviously, you know the players that Brentford do have. They're really physical players. And he said, well, that physicality comes from different areas in relation to the pitch. But I think every game that we play, when you look at the intensity in the Premier League against any opponent, what is needed is incredible. He added and said, Brentford bring different threats. He said Brentford brings different threats, different challenges, as we all know. And you need to dominate that if you want to win the game. Obviously, we know what Brentford really brings. The physical game is a must, no doubt about it. You know, they run, they fight, and they are a side that won't really let you settle in the game, however much you're at home. They'll obviously run for the full 90 minutes and the added time. So the manager is like, they have a lot of threats, you know, and you have to have gone ahead to study them. But Arsenal being the team that is on top of the Premier League table, if you are to win the trophy, things you should do is beating a team known as Brentford. If you cannot beat Brentford, by the way, then you are not in the title race and you are like giving out a trophy in there, because it's the team to beat. It's the team that Arsenal has to beat at home. If you're playing away from home, I would understand. But in here, you know, Arsenal has to destroy and really send a message to the likes of City that however much you've gone ahead to close in and you're 2 points behind me, we can obviously make it 6. We can obviously make it 5 again. I think that is it. Arteta was asked and he said, we alter the preparation. He was asked on the preparation, probably in the physical part a little bit more, but rely more on principles and what we had to do, and then tweak what we have to do in relation to the opponent's strength and weaknesses. So Arteta is like, for Brentford, they've gone ahead to study everything about them. He knows the strength and the weak points of Brentford, and he really believes that they will obviously get the required points from this particular game of football. So that is Mikel Arteta for you. And from there, we're obviously going to be jetting deep into what we call the players and how they're really prepared for this game of Brentford in here onto the Rokani Media Football. And let's jet in this and see what transpired exactly at the Soboha Reality Training Center. That is Mikel Arteta obviously doing the needful, and he was really issuing tough instructions to the people, to the players of Arsenal in there. Then that is Noni Madueke, a player that featured into my probable starting 11, and I really went ahead to bench Saka. This is Zubimendi Martin. I really gave him a nod, but I won't be surprised if at all Nogard comes in through to start as a CDM. This is a Jokeres and Riccardo Carafiori, obviously taking part into the training session at the club, at the Soboha Reality Training Center. That is Mikel Arteta issuing instructions to the man they bought from Brentford, that is Nogard and Martin Zubimendi in there for you. Obviously, we don't know whether he's obviously going to be playing them together in the midfield, but all I want to let you know is that Nogard stands a very huge chance to participate or to take part into the game of football they're going to be playing over today. This is Lewis Kelly and Carafiori, who will obviously get into the starting 11 of the other, or the starting 11 of Arsenal. I really put in Lewis Kelly, right? And I think Skelly will obviously take part into this game. But even Carafiori is 100% fit, and he is really good to go into this particular occasion. Max Dorman in there. Behind him is Ethan Waneri doing the needful. Multi-talented Max Dorman in there for you. Declan Rice and Riccardo Carafiori as Nogard laughs in the background in there. That is Declan Rice for you. That is Zubimendi and Riccardo Carafiori. Merino looking on. This is, what's his name? Max Dorman, obviously walking on. And who is this? Hincapi and Martin Zubimendi. That is Julian Timber, all smiles. And that is Lewis Kelly, obviously going in for that particular run as directed to him by the physical coach in there. Then Mosquera in action in there for you. And that is Christian Nogard, obviously sprinting. This is Hincapi. That is Julian Timber. Behind him is Mikel Merino. That is Ebelechi Eze looking on. Victor Gyökeres, having gone ahead to get in minutes in that particular game against Chelsea, we expect him to start. If you're going ahead to watch my match preview, I've gone ahead to give him a very huge nod into the starting 11. Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Jesus, Martin Zubimendi, and Ebelechi Eze into the training session. And very many are like, when is Jesus going to be given his chance? Because we have already gone ahead to see the manager giving a chance to a player called Gyökeres. But I think today will be a perfect timing for him to get in Jesus. And I really credit my friend for getting Jesus in the game of Chelsea, because it was a highly anticipated game, and a player from injury, you wouldn't want to see him train or really get into that game that really has huge intensity. Noni Madueke in there. Ebelechi Eze and Martin Zubimendi. Riccardo Carafiori. Hincapi tasseling it out with Julian Timber. Riccardo Carafiori and Christian Nogard. Arteta briefing Gabriel Martinelli in there. Then Declan Rice doing the needful as he touches his back head. This is Hincapi. This is Mosquera. That is Benjamin White, one who I believe will obviously start today into that particular fixture. Then Mosquera, Julian Timber, and Hincapi. Declan Rice, not Declan Rice. This is Ebelechi Eze, Max Dowman. I also see Mikel Merino. Ebelechi Eze seated as he obviously looks on to see what this is all about. And this is Ricardo Carafiori, all smiles, looking like he had gone ahead to put in a very huge pass. Mosquera, Hincapi, and Julian Timber obviously lined up there by the manager to give them instructions on how they should behave. And that is Gabriel Martinelli putting in a very huge shift in there for you. Max Dowman bringing on the magic at Sobha Reality Training Center. And a man that hasn't gone ahead to keep a clean sheet since the game of Sunderland, that is David Raya, obviously in training there. And he'll be looking out to keeping another clean sheet. Martin Odegaard, Captain Fantastic, came in through. And if you watch my match preview, I came up and obviously told you that I see him really starting. Martinelli celebrating, Arteta doing the needful. And when we get to that photo, you just get to understand that we've just gone ahead to get back to the beginning where we started from all this. So guys, thank you very much for watching through, right? Rokani David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun. Continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we upload on a daily, and your thoughts on Arsenal's final preparations for the game of Brentford are welcome in the comment section below. So it has been nice having you on this channel. First video of the day. Late in the night, you really had the match reaction for Man City versus Man City beat Fulham 4-5, and then and then Newcastle drew with Tottenham Hotspur in there for you. We are out.